Yo, Shalom. All praise to the Most High. Yehovah, Yehoshua. This is Sound Some YYBY. All right. Today is the Shabbat. Happy Sabbath day. For those who know what's going on, those who's in the truth, those who are righteous people. Shalom. All right, so now, when it comes to Reason Studio, it's a lot of us who stress about workflow features. We love everything that comes with it. We love the features that's already presented inside Reason. We love that it's not overbearing, where it's just so much going on. A lot of people really love that option and I like it too. But it's a lot of workflow features that really matters and makes sense, that I think that would take Reason to that whole other level of competing with these other top dogs when it comes to dealing with artists, when it comes to recording sessions and stuff like that. If you just a hobbyist and you're a producer and sound design, you kind of in the right ballpark with it. Now don't get me wrong, this is industry standard, dog. Don't get it twisted, because at the end of the day, it's about what you know, how you use it. No matter what dog you're using, it's all about what you know. But it does matter when it comes to certain features. Some things is needed, man. To make the workflow better, make the save certain time, because time is money. But this simple little idea that I found out in RE that can help a lot. That's all it is, what I'm about to talk about. This is another step to help us, get to that workflow that we needed. So for example, it's called notes. And now for those who don't know what notes are, who don't understand the purpose of having notes, this is when you're dealing with people, when you're dealing with artists, when you're dealing with whoever you're dealing with and they paying you to get a job done, and you're dealing with indecisive people. And say you record a whole song or a whole track for them, and they want to change this, they want to change that, or they want you to add something at a specific spot or a specific location on the audio file. They want you to, hey, what, I like it like this, but can you go back and change this to A, B, C, and D? It's always very indecisive people who change their mind a lot. And if they paying you, why not do it? So a lot of the times we need reminders. And this is a key thing that, that's very important, even though we still have the option inside. Let's go to it right quick. It's like a so-called somewhat metadata. To me, it's not real metadata, because, it's not like you can export. It's not like you can export the music out. Hold on, where is that? If I remember, song information. You got this right here, right? This cool. But it's not like, I always love this, but it's not like if you export an MP3 out, the metadata would be on the MP3 file. That's the part I understand, why they haven't done that, like how Studio One does it. But but you could put a lot of information right here. That's cool. But now what makes it easy when you can put information on particular tracks, even though you still can name your stuff right here and only type so much. But you don't want that huge, because eventually once you type so much, you can't read it no more. So I found this option on RE. Let's go to tools. I found this option on RE called a TMA4 commentator. So what you do, you open it up, you drop it right there, right? Now once you drop it right there, you can name it whatever you want to name right here. You could be like, vocal 1. Right? You can name whatever you want to name right here. You can keep going. You got different slots. And you can jot down particular information for that specific track. And then on top of that, you can also save that. And they also got different presets, was dope, because you got bullet points. If you click right here, it'll show you the bullet points right here, as you see. You got another different type of bullet points where it come all the way down. You got copyright repatch, with copyright information. You got Daisy. So you got dash, grader, jiggery, pokery. I was just playing with some of them to see they concepts and everything. Numbers. redlining. But this is enough to put on that particular track. And then on top of that, you can minimize it right here. So when you need to know, if you come back to this track the next day or the next couple days, now you remember exactly what you got to do to this track. You're like, oh, I remember. Because, unless you just want to jot down on a piece of paper, that's cool. You can do that. That's the old school way. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But sometimes this is more convenient. This is more easier. This is more, less trying to find pieces of paper. You already have everything already direct on that track. This is what you have to do to this track. Not the whole song. Because you might have 24, 30, 50, 60 tracks. And you're like, okay, damn, I got to remember everything. Do I have enough information to write down all the stuff they want me to change for this music, man? But when you got it on each track, you good to go. It's just that simple. And this tool you can get from RE is actually free. It's called a TMA4 commentator. So this is something that helps us get to that step of certain workflow features that we love to have inside of Reason, the dope, wonderful, creative, inspiring DAW of Reason that no other DAW can compete with when it comes to that. This is YYBY. If you have any questions, respond. If you have an opinion, respectfully speak it. Also, if you have any idea for new features, that workflow features that we love to have in the DAW, jot that down at the bottom too. This is YYBY. Peace.